This is Senator Vin Gopal. You're watching Made in New Jersey. My special guests today are Eileen Higgins, CEO of the Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore, and from Habitat for Humanity, Diane Kinane, Executive Director, and Felicia Levine, Director of Development. Stick with us as you watch Made in New Jersey. Welcome back to Made in New Jersey. This is Senator Vin Gopal. I'm joined by Eileen Higgins of the Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So can you tell us a little bit about the organization based here in Monmouth County?
Sure. Girl Scouts is the leading premier leadership organization for girls in Monmouth and Ocean counties. And we have about 10,000 girls and 4,000 adults, and are very busy right now in cookie season.
You're affiliated
growing
with the National Girl
We
Scouts?
are. We are one of 112 councils.
And so
across
the
the country.
Jersey Shore chapter just covers Monmouth County? Or
Monmouth and Ocean.
Monmouth and Ocean
Yes,
counties.
yes.
And so where do a lot of the young women come from? Are they coming directly from the schools, or are they coming? How do people hear about the Girl Scouts? How do they become a Girl Scout?
Mostly it's word of mouth.
Okay.
So from other Girl Scouts, we have a lot of programs we put out in the community. We have over 300 programs that we put out in the community, and we have we recruit. We do go through the schools, but we also have girls that are not affiliated with schools. We're doing a lot of homeschooling groups right now as well. So again, it's mostly word of mouth. So we appreciate.
And how long have you been in your position?
I'm here 2 years.
Okay.
So I was appointed in 2017. So
And how'd you come about? Are you from a nonprofit world, or where?
I previously was in nonprofit. Most recently, I was working at workforce development for the County of Monmouth, and really saw a need for developing girls at a younger age for the jobs that are out there for the future, and this opportunity came up.
That's great. So I went to one of your events last year. I was fascinated just by how many people were there. It was packed. So if you had to describe the core mission, and that might be hard to do, but is there a mission of the Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore that identifies you?
Sure. Yes, we're here to build girls of courage, confidence, and character to make the world a better place. So we
very specific.
Yes.
So what are the types of programs?
We have all kinds of programs. Right now we have our cookie program, which is a leadership program. Everyone's familiar with the cookies and buying them, but it's really one of the largest entrepreneur programs, girl-led entrepreneur programs in the world. So right now we have 10,000 entrepreneurs that just started a business, and they're learning about how to.
That's all over the country? Or
no, that's in Monmouth and Ocean County. 10,000. We have 72,000 in the state of New Jersey.
Wow, so 10,000 girls right now are selling
Girl Scout cookies.
Wow.
And with that, they are learning skills on goal setting and how to talk to people, and how to, they're learning finances. So there's really amazing skills that they learn that they'll take with them for the rest of their lives.
And so the program, is it something that's year-round, or is it focused on these 6 weeks?
It's just in the spring. It's just in the spring that we do the cookies. And then
Okay.
we have other programs year-round. We have STEM, where do a lot with the science, technology, engineering, mathematics. A big component of that. The CEO of Girl Scouts USA is a rocket scientist from
Wow.
NASA,
Okay.
and believes very strongly that she is where she is because of Girl Scouts.
Wow.
So there's been a big focus on the STEM programs, and the girls really have been enjoying that. We have a robotics team that just won a design competition where they created through the 3D printers. They created their own robots and competed across the state. And
Definitely can't do that.
No.
That's good.
Neither can I. I'm glad that they're there and that we
Yes.
have volunteers who help them learn these skills.
So where's your office focus, or where do the programs, where do they happen in Monmouth County or Ocean County?
Well, we're headquartered in Farmingdale and Toms River.
Okay.
We have I have a word stuck in my camp in Farmingdale, 144 acres there as well as our office, and then we have another camp down in Waretown. So we're really all over the county. We do programs in schools.
Okay. So if you're a girl in Ocean Township or Tinton Falls or somewhere, do you have to go out to Farmingdale or Toms River, or is it more local?
They can do it locally. Their troops will do it locally. When they want to come to council events, we try to do that council-wide, which is, again, the two counties. And we'll do them primarily in Farmingdale or Toms River, where we have our centers.
Got it.
But we are looking to get more into the community, to be in schools, and
Sure.
have the opportunity to be closer to where the girls are.
And outside of the STEM and the entrepreneur program, are there other things you do throughout the year?
Oh, yes. We have the camps. We have summer camps. That's 10 weeks in the summer, and where the girls really are working on outdoor skills. Girl Scouts believes very strongly in girls being outdoors, and really for this group that we're working with now, they're spending so much time in front of the screens that we realize how important it is. So we have a lake and a swimming pool. They can do archery.
And that's out in Farmingdale? In
Farmingdale, and then again in Waretown. And then they go on trips. They can go on, with their cookie proceeds, we've had girls that have gone to the Galapagos Islands.
Wow.
Yeah, they do really amazing things that most people don't realize what Girl Scouts does.
That's amazing. And how big of a operation do you have? How many staff members? How many volunteers?
We have about 40 staff, 4,000 adult volunteers, 10,000 girls.
Wow.
We're always looking for more volunteers, though. We are the adults that come in. They have subject matter experts. That again, the STEM team, the robotics team, that's run by some volunteers who are engineers and are teaching the girls, helping them with their skills. So we're always looking for volunteers.
That's great. And do you ever find that some of the girls after they graduate come back or get involved or volunteer later?
The girls that will stay, well, we have our Gold Award.
What's the age range for the
5 to 18.
5 to 18. Oh, so you have Girl Scouts even in junior and senior in high school?
Yes.
Okay.
So our Gold Award Girl Scouts are 17, 18 years old.
Okay.
The longer they stay in Girl Scouts, the more likely they are to identify with it later and come back. And they may become our leaders. We call them our alumni. They'll come back, and we even have interns who come back in college, and even paid internships. They'll come back in college and work with the girls. And again, we couldn't do this without the volunteers, so most of our volunteers have been Girl Scouts in the past.
That's great. How can someone get involved with or support the work? Is it as easy as just going on the website, calling? What are some of the options?
They can go to our website, which is easy. It's gsfund.org, and customer service will connect them to whatever type of volunteering they like to do. So they can run a troop if they're interested in that, and you don't have to have a girl in it to run the troop, or subject matter experts, again, helping with camp, helping with, we do have some fundraising events, so we always need some help with those as well.
So so when they're doing, just going back to if we can talk about the cookies, so when the girls are selling, is it more of a competition, or is you're teaching them certain skills, obviously, on budgeting and being an entrepreneur, but there are contests, right, kind of involved?
Well, they have, there's some incentives, so if they sell more, they would get some of the incentives.
Okay. Do they have to hit a minimum goal or anything?
No, it's really up to them to decide. They can decide not to sell cookies at all.
Okay.
So it's really up to them. It's 100% girl-led, so the girls decide how much they want to sell and what they want to do with their proceeds.
And
so
some competitive parents once in a while?
Oh, yes, and some competitive girls.
Good.
But we've had, some of the things they've done with their proceeds are amazing. We had a girl in Toms River, or a troop in Toms River, who used the proceeds to buy a bulletproof vest for a female police officer.
Wow.
So it's really amazing. The girls are truly amazing what they do.
And how do they determine where the proceeds go?
That's up to the troop. So they decide together. Again, it's part of the goal setting and planning that they do with some of the skills that they're learning.
And the head of the troop is usually a volunteer, usually a mother, I'm guessing, or father or somebody?
Yes, a volunteer, yes. And primarily they're moms.
Yeah, and so they'll work together and they get a goal. Are there any other projects you could say besides the bulletproof vest?
Yeah, we've had girls use the money to buy a 3D printer and then made prosthetic limbs for disadvantaged. They're truly amazing. Some troops will use it to go on a trip, horseback riding, or try something different, a different skill. To go camping, to go off-site camping, rather than just on our camp. But they'll go on a bigger trip than that.
Sure. So how is the Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore? How is it ultimately funded?
It's funded through, it's a member organization, so it's funded through the membership. The cookie proceeds certainly helps quite a bit.
Is there
and
grant
then we have
money, government money, anything like that? Or?
Not yet.
Not
We're
yet.
working on that, if you can help there. And then we do have some fundraising events. So we do have a big event coming up in February.
So do you coordinate with the other, I'm guessing there's other chapters in the state?
Yes, there's 4 councils in the state of New Jersey. We do a little, we network together. We do our programs more together than our fundraising type things. So we do definitely share resources and leads of grants or things like
you
that.
said 40 staff members.
40 for
Wow,
us,
that's
yes.
expensive.
Yes, yes.
That's a lot of great programs. So let's talk about the cookies.
Sure.
So we all know the Thin Mints.
Yes.
There are one newer one and one less new, right?
Right.
So can you tell us a little about these two?
Sure. The Lemon Up is the brand new cookie this year, and S'mores is we've had for a couple of years, and S'mores was created by Girl Scouts. Yep. So we like we're thrilled to have that one. And the Lemon Up is brand new this year, and it has stamped on them are sayings. I'm a leader, I'm gutsy, things
That's great.
For the girls.
I love it. I see in the back goal setting, decision making, money management, people skills, business ethics.
Yes.
That's great.
Those are the
So I got to
skills.
ask you a nerdy question. So growing up, whenever we'd buy the Thin Mints or whatever, it was always specific. So we'd look forward to those 6. My parents would look for those 6 weeks because that's the only time you can get them. So who's making these? Are these? This is not something you can go buy. I mean, I'm sure you can buy cookies similar, but it's not the actual Girl Scout cookies. Is it made in-house?
No, they're not. There's 2 national companies that make Girl Scout cookies.
And there's specific contracts for
yes,
the Girl Scout
yes.
cookies because they're very unique and they're really cool concepts. And I'm watching it right now on Facebook. Every mother's putting up to buy their kids.
Yes.
Girl Scout. What's your favorite cookie?
Oh, definitely the Thin Mints.
The Thin Mints.
How about yours?
I try to eat one and it doesn't always work out. So that's great. So hopefully the folks watching will support. Not just your organization, but hopefully as they see girls selling, to make sure they buy from there. So how are ways people can connect with your organization? Do you have a Facebook page? Do you have a Twitter page, Instagram?
We're on all the social media channels.
Okay.
So we do have Facebook, and it's Girl Scouts JS is our handle for everything. Twitter, Facebook, all the social media handles.
Okay.
The other thing is if they see girls that are selling, ask the girls what are their goals, what are they working towards.
Never thought to do that.
So and ask the girls. Have the
Yeah.
girls answer. It's important for the girls. It's part of their skills.
Yeah.
And if you want to find out where they're selling cookies, there's actually an app for that.
Oh, really?
And you can download it as a cookie locator app, and you put in your zip code, and it tells you where the booth sales are, so you can find a Girl Scout who's selling.
That's really cool. So they choose to go on the app, and then they can. That's a whole different way of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
So that's
They're teaching us some skills as
yeah,
well.
yeah, especially on that robot
Yes.
stuff. Yeah. So these 2 are newer, and so they can buy. So these are the 5 brands, basically, or are there more than that?
Oh, there's more. There's
more, okay.
7 or 8. We have a
7 or 8.
gluten-free cookie as well.
Okay, and you had a vegan cookie or something?
Actually, the Thin Mint is
The
a
Thin Mint is
vegan.
Okay, very cool.
And the Samoas, I think, are probably the second favorite. And that's with coconut and chocolate.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us, and hopefully people go on to Facebook and Twitter, not just support the girls, but also ask them what they're doing, but also hopefully your upcoming fundraisers are all on your website and Facebook page. People can go on there, and I'm sure they can Google Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore to follow your organization, right?
Yes, they can. Thank you.
Cool. Eileen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back in Made in New Jersey. This is Senator Vin Gopal, and we'll see you in a minute.